Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll have our problem number 6, zigzag conversion. The string PayPal is hiring. Okay, obviously it's a PayPal problem. It's written in a zigzag pattern on a given number of rows like this. And then read line by line, blah 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 blah. Write a code that will take a string and make this conversion given a number of rows. For example, if the input string is PayPal is hiring and the number of rows is 3, we get this thing. And if the number of rows is 4, we get another thing. Basically, we have a string in normal order and we want to output a string in zigzag order. Okay, let's look at the code. The runtime is not the best, beating only 38%. Let's look at the function. The function has two inputs, the string s and the integer number of rows. For convenience, we can define an integer n as the length of the string s. If n is 0, the string is an empty string, so just return the empty string. If the number of rows is 1, we don't convert the string, so just return s. Those are the two simple cases. I also define num_group, the number of characters in a group, as 2 number of rows minus 2. Let's look at example 2. We can define PayPal as one group and is_hiree as another group. In each group, there is a real column and a slanted column. The length of the real column is the number of rows. The slanted column doesn't have head and tail, so its length is number of rows minus 2. Define rest as the number of characters left in an incomplete group. The variable groups is the number of groups. It's first calculated by n over num_group. So far, groups is the number of complete groups. If rest is not 0, there is an incomplete group. Add 1 to groups. The resulting string should be the same length as the input string, so define a string nth of length n. The idea is that I define a matrix and put the characters in the matrix zigzag-wise. The size of the matrix is the number of groups by 2 the number of rows. Every group has 2 columns, so it's 2 number of rows. Next, we begin to fill in the characters. For every character, we need to first decide whether it's in the real column or in the slanted column. I mod num_group is the character's index in the group. If I mod num_group is less than number of rows, for example, the number of rows is 4 and the I is 0, 1, 2, 3. Assign I to this entry of the matrix. This is the same as I over num_group row and I mod num_group column. Otherwise, we assign I to this entry of the matrix. If we see the matrix as a matrix, each row will denote a group of characters. If we see the matrix as a vector, we kind of straighten out the zigzag string. We don't want the original string, so we need to reshape the matrix. The reshaped matrix is more like what we see from the example. It has number of rows and 2 groups column. Taking PayPal and number of rows is 4 as an example. Before the reshape, the line reads PAY P minus 1 LA minus 1. By letter, I mean the index of this character in the input string. The elements in the matrix were initialized to -1, but the index in the string has to be greater than -1. If there is a new matrix, the ij's entry should be the j number of rows plus I entry of the old matrix. So if this value is greater than 1, append the corresponding character to the answer. And finally, return the answer. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video or find it useful, please subscribe. And see you in the next video.